Gulf women, under the guidance of their leaders, have achieved notable success across many domains. Engineer Bashayer Al-Naki, she is a member of Women's Cultural and Social Society. Join us to reflect on these contributions. So hello and good morning, Engineer.
Hello, good morning. I'm very honored to be here today, and thank you for this opportunity.
Well, the honors is us, actually. It's really a special episode. Now we're going to talk about the Gulf women. So could you describe the roles, actually, and sacrifices Gulf women have made historically for societal, actually, achievement from all that decade, let's say?
Yes. So Gulf women have always been an integral part of our society, balancing family, community responsibilities while also contributing positively to our economy. Historically, Gulf women have supported their families throughout the pearl diving era, with staying at home with their families, but also managing expenses, and in some cases contributing to trade by selling handmade goods. Later, they adopted more responsibilities when they entered the field in multiple sectors, actually, in education and in healthcare, and they played a very pivotal role in the advancement of throughout the decades in the Gulf. Today, Gulf women are in every single field you can think of. They're in education, they're in healthcare, they're in STEM, they're in business and public service, driving progress and creating opportunities, not only for themselves, but also for future generations. I believe that their resilience, the resilience of Gulf women and their contributions were an essential part of the Renaissance in the Gulf.
Yes, that's amazing. They, as you mentioned, they joined too many sectors, too many fields in the political, diplomatic, and they are being actually the judges. Actually, have more than 20 judges here in Kuwait. So, what issues should Gulf women address in the future meetings, in your point of view, Engineer?
So, I believe it's very essential to steer away from stereotypical roles that are perceived to be women-based, and to create policy that not only empowers women, but also creates a platform for women to do more, and to protect women's rights, and also to empower them to get more into all the sectors. So, for example, in terms of economic empowerment, which is very important, in increasing women's access to leadership, to leadership roles and entrepreneurship opportunities. Another very important thing is legal and social rights, so advocating for equality and anti-discrimination laws is very important. But I believe the most important is enhancing women's participation in policy making and decision making roles, because no one knows what a woman needs more than a woman.
Exactly.
And I believe by addressing these issues, it's the GCC can ensure that women have the platform to contribute fully to a very sustainable community.
Yes, exactly. As you mentioned, no one can feel women unless it's women. Actually, that's true. So let's talk about the challenges. We know women in the Gulf women actually face too many challenges during the decades. How can the role of Gulf women be enhanced in light of the current challenges?
So empowering Gulf women requires a multifaceted approach. So first, policy initiatives. Our policy should be reformed to empower women, for example, in equal pay and anti-discrimination laws, and also education and mentorship. So there should be programs that are established for women in order for them to feel more empowered and more capable of taking on higher up leadership roles. Also granting access to funding for women, so they can be able to, in fields such as STEM, they can pursue more research, and in fields such as entrepreneurship, they'll be able to take on more entrepreneurial roles.
To be more responsibility, more confident, to be a leadership. I think in the future, especially the young, let's say, girls of the young generation, we are actually plant them to let's say, teach them how to be, let's say, a leadership, an entrepreneur, as you mentioned, in the future. What support do Gulf women need to continue their successful, let's say, journey?
So in order for women to be more successful in leadership roles and to further encourage them. There should be recognition. So publicly celebrating their achievements across fields like science and art and diplomacy.
Yes.
Also, not only on a local level or a regional level, on a global level. So providing them with platforms for them to share their experiences and ideas on an international scale. Another very important thing is networking. So there should be networks where women are able to collaborate with other women or other people in their field. And I believe the most important thing is policy backing. So ensuring that there are supportive laws for women to empower them and to be able to let them work on the important things and not fighting for their rights all the time. So I think this support is what women need in order for
especially fighting for their rights, as you mentioned, engineer. So considering the summit theme, what are the inspiration for the Gulf women in developmental, let's say, developmental areas?
So I believe that the future for women is very bright, with the ideas of sustainability and the new ideas such as Kuwait 2030 and other aspects. So the women are determined to lead in driving innovation in industries such as renewable energy and AI, and social development. So in fields such as education and healthcare, where women are actually more than 50% of the workforce. And as well as cultural preservation and global representation. So women should be empowered to represent us as Gulf women around the world, and to create a positive idea of what Gulf women are and how much they're empowered by the Gulf states.
The Gulf states, that's really amazing. Engineer Bashayer, thank you for stating all of your information, and we wish actually in the future the women, the Gulf women especially, will be more empowered in the future and get all of her rights. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Big thanks and appreciation to our dear guest, Engineer Bashayer Al-Naki. She is a member of Women's Culture and Social Society. Reflecting on the achievements of the Gulf Cooperation Council over its 43 years, the cooperative frameworks established have significantly benefited global citizens. Since the inaugural Gulf Summit in Abu Dhabi in 1981, each convening has propelled cooperation among the 6 nations, fostering trade and mutual enhancement of expertise. So dear viewers, let's view this next report together, and I'll be right back to you.